Welcome to the Unorthodox Podcast, hosting people doing cool shit. Today we have a Billboard producer. He's worked with NBA Youngboy and more. We got Saucy Beats. What's good, my man? How you doing?
Good, bro. Appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, appreciate you for coming on. It's good to. When I saw you're from Edmonton, I had to get you on because I feel like there's not a lot of people in Edmonton like doing shit like this or like really anything creative. So it's good to get someone on that's actually doing shit in Edmonton.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So you from Edmonton, like born and raised, or are you from somewhere else? Or did you grow up, spend your whole life here?
Yeah, I've been here my whole life. I was born in 2001, so I'm 20 years old. 21.
Word.
Yeah.
So what actually got you into music?
So like when I was, I think 3, I started taking piano lessons because my parents were forcing me to do that shit. Because I got Indian parents, so very traditional type parents. And then from that, I did piano up until like probably grade 11, grade 12 of high school. And then my buddy, Colton, shout out Colton Feigl, I don't know if you know of him. He downloaded FL Studio and I had no clue what that was. Like I knew what GarageBand was from just like, we had like an old iMac at our house. So I would usually go on GarageBand and just like fuck around on there. But
Yeah.
My buddy got FL Studio and then like he would play around with it. I didn't really know what's going on. Then like, I don't know, maybe a few months later, probably like October 2019, I downloaded that shit and like just started fucking around with it.
Just playing around.
And then that's when like I was into like rap music and stuff like that, but nothing too like crazy. Like I was listening to like radio a lot of the time and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, my buddy, because I was working at Adidas at the time at the outlet mall in Edmonton here, and my buddy's like a big NBA Youngboy fan, and like I never really liked his music, but then like he dropped his album, I think it was called Still Flexin', Still Steppin' or some shit.
Yeah.
And I was like this is crazy. Like how do these guys make the beats? And then I just took FL Studio, downloaded that shit, and grinded that shit out. And then all of a sudden, every day I was just doing the same thing over and over again, making beats.
Word. So like, did you know that like, I guess do you know that there was actually like a career behind making beats like that? Do you think that was actually gonna be like a viable option for you? Or
not at all, not to begin with.
Download that shit and you were just fooling around.
At first I was really just fooling around, but like I knew of like producers, like all these different producer tags, like Cash Money, AP, Metro, all those guys. And like I just thought it was so cool how like when you hear a tag like that, you know that the song's about to be crazy.
Yeah, it kind of sets the song off, gets you hyped for the song. You're like, all right, this shit gonna be
so
slapping.
Like that like I knew of producers. I knew that these guys were making probably millions of dollars just off of making beats. But like personally, I never thought, like especially when I started, I never thought it could get as far as at least I've gone myself, and then like what other people have done as well.
Where did you realize that playing piano was going to give you like a significant head start over a lot of people having that kind of background? Is that kind of what like really set you forward to like actually like carry on with it? Because like shit, this shit is, I don't want to say easier, but like it kind of gave you obviously like a push forward in it for sure. Because a lot of people, I mean me, like I saw some people on just on a deconstructed video and I was like, shit, this kind of looks cool, I'm gonna download FL and fuck around.
Yeah.
No music theory, no like knowledge of playing instruments or like anything.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna teach this shit to me, bro. There's sharks in this shit now.
There's all sorts of stuff, bro. I'm still learning. No, but bro, like to be honest, I didn't really think like I thought, oh, like I play piano, I got a musical background, I probably get at this, but like at first, because I was strictly just downloading loops off Looper, man, and then just like making a beat in like 3 minutes, like same shit all over and over again.
Yeah.
Like I never thought that having any piano background, it did not help me at all, like any more than maybe someone think it would.
Yeah.
But then like when I really started grinding for this NBA Youngboy placement, so like when this guy dropped that album, I was like, okay, I have FL Studio, let me see what I can do here. I like went on Genius and I found out who all produced on these different songs I was listening to, and then
Tried to work with them.
well, then I was like, hey, how do I start working with them? Do I get them to send me like a melody, like a loop or something, and I do the drums? But when you're trying to reach out to a producer that's bigger than you, that's usually not how it goes. You usually got to send them some samples.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, let me start like actually trying to make some samples, and that's I guess probably when I realized like, okay, I probably have a bit of a head start here because I know basic theory. I've been playing piano for 15 years. Like I should be able to do this pretty well.
Yeah.
But even then, it took me long ass time to actually figure out like what elements of like what I've learned from actual classical piano to put into like sample making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you more of a like a loop maker? Like nowadays, you more of a loop maker? Are you more of a like drum producer? You feel like you got the whole package?
I think personally, like I can do both really well.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to like my main focus is definitely samples because I have built a pretty solid relationship with a lot of these guys that I started to reach out to like when I was trying to work with Youngboy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then from that, I've been able to connect with a lot of other like pretty big names. So I mainly focus on samples because I also have a website where I sell like sample packs and shit like that.
Word.
But I mean, usually my routine will go like I make like a sample or two a day just to put these packs together and put them on my website. And then after that, I'll either do drums on my own samples or I'll like find samples from somebody I'm close with and then work on those.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good you actually had the confidence to go and hit people up too and just start, because a lot of people just they have that mindset where like, shit, I'm not gonna hit no one up because like you said, they just think that they're bigger than them or whatever, and you don't really reach out because you think it's unobtainable.
But to be honest, like the first person I reached out to that like worked with Youngboy, his name's Hitman Audio.
Yeah.
He's I don't know if you've heard of him. He's like one of the first people to really mess with me, and like I really appreciate for him for that, like to this day. But I paid him for like a $30 collab because like I was DMing these guys and I had no money. Like but before music, I was broke, like broke. Like I was
Yeah.
making, I was working part time. I was in school. Like shit wasn't really going well for me, and so like I was like, I'm not gonna spend $500 on a collab for one of these producers where I bet they don't even fucking open the email, and then I'm just left there without my money. But
Yeah.
I like hit this guy up and he's like, yeah, bro, I only charged $30. And I was like, what the heck? Like for someone that big that like got a buzz going on, only $30. I was like, I might as well do it. I bought the collab. Beat was probably trash. Like it was a long ass time ago. But from that, like he reposted it on his story. I posted it on my page, and I built so many connections just from that single collab.
Just people saw it on his page and was like, damn, I'm gonna check this kid out or what?
Yeah. Like I'm sure they didn't think they might have been trying to just make $1 off me too, which I mean it's a business, so I understand it. But
yeah,
I was able to build like a relationship with probably a solid relationship with probably 4 or 5 guys just from that, and it just kept expanding.
Yeah, that's tight. How do you feel about like actually like paying for samples and stuff? I know like a lot of people in the industry are kind of against like artists paying producers to use their track, or are kind of against paying for samples because they think you should just take it for what it is and work and grow together. But
I mean, if
like you said, it is a business.
Yeah, like if you've built a name for yourself and like you understand that the amount of time you put into something is worth something, then I don't think there's a problem charging someone to like work with you.
Yeah, fair enough.
But like if you're just starting out and you're trying to just make a quick dollar, it's definitely not a good way to start off because you'll burn a lot of bridges just by doing that.
Yeah, you
but I mean,
connections.
Once you establish yourself, like I do it, I charge for collabs, I charge for my sample packs and stuff because it's like, unless I know you and you're bringing me like a solid opportunity,
yeah,
there's no point in me giving you something for free. It just doesn't make sense business wise.
Yeah, I see both ways.
Yeah.
It's you know, like, I mean, shit, if you find someone that's crazy at whatever, you really rock, your chemistry is just good, you can really just bang out stuff that you think an artist is going to like, and no one else is going to bring that to the table. That's still an opportunity, whether they can't really deliver the artist side on their side quite yet, but, I mean, that's always something I mean, if they got talent, it's always going to, that possibility is always going to be there, and it's going to be right around the corner.
Of course, like even then I put like sometimes on my story I'll say, oh, I need samples for so and so. At that point I'm not charging someone to email me, right? Like I'll just let them send something, and if they send something that's crazy and I fuck with it, anytime they send again, I'm gonna be opening their packs regardless if they're paying me for a collab or not. So
facts.
But like once you get to a certain point, I'm not at any like point yet where I can say like I'm some big producer, but like if you produce one song for like
it definitely
decent sized artist,
gets people's attention, really sets you ahead, 100% for sure.
Your email gets absolutely flooded, like insanely flooded, bro. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that one placement definitely puts you. Holy shit! What the fuck?
Or they have Spider-Man gloves in this thing, and you can like swing around like Spider-Man.
Yeah, like I've seen that shit on TikTok, but. Fuck, there's a lot of shit in this now, and I feel like this game has slowed down. Like, I feel like I haven't seen a single person yet.
Yeah.
Were you always into, like, rap music and stuff, or what was your appeal to actually, like, I guess you kind of said, you wanted to work with Youngboy, but were you always listening to rap music and stuff, or what was your, like, go-to?
I used to listen to, like, shit, I think there's Spider-Man near us or some shit I can hear. I used to listen to like I said, radio music, like classic rock shit like that, like Beatles, all that type of stuff. But when I like really started, especially when I was in high school and everybody's listening to different shit and we're going to parties and stuff, everyone's listening to hip hop. I think I probably started off with like a lot of Young Thug. Then I got into like a Playboy Cardi phase before he kind of turned a little emo, and then then probably into Youngboy and like Dirk and all those guys.
Word. What are your thoughts on the music scene in Edmonton, being that you're from here? And I kind of mentioned like there's not a lot of people like trying to do. I don't know how you feel about the creative scene in general in Edmonton, but I always felt like there was never people doing YouTube. There was never really people doing music, or there was like a few kids, but people always made fun of you for that shit, and like there wasn't much of a scene because no one supported it.
I mean, I think it's kind of dry in Edmonton in my opinion, but I do know, like I went to school with my buddy, I don't know if you know who 80 Perp is.
Yeah, my brother was, I can't remember if my brother said he knows him or my brother's friend knows him. He was trying to set up an interview help me pull up an interview with him, but I went to high school with him. Actually, I've known him since elementary. I think he came from Ontario in grade 5 or some shit. Word.
And then I linked up with him then in elementary, but he went to separate junior high, and then we were back together in high school. I think he's really doing something different. I mean, a lot of artists, regardless of where you're from, they're just trying to kind of copy a sound, like, oh, I'm trying to sound like Drake, whatever, right? And like, if people are gonna listen to that, they're gonna rather listen to Drake than listen to you if you're just trying to sound like someone. So he's really doing like this kind of like alternative R&B type shit. And then I also have a friend, Tommy. I think you know Tommy, T-Dot.
Yeah, he was like my second or third interview. Here, like a year ago almost. Bro, I'm trash.
He's really he's really putting in the work. Actually, we have like a kind of a collective of artists from Edmonton.
Artists and stuff.
Called N2S.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah, so like it's like a bunch of artists. I know there's T-Dot, Dave, Eben, who else?
Yeah, Dave KK, he's crazy. KK, bro, if that kid keeps going, I'm telling that kid's really got a sound for himself. And like I don't know, his ability to like bang out a song, and like I've been in the studio and did vlogs with him and stuff, and like shit, bro, I am trash at this game. I can't build, I can't do shit.
You guys launching grenades at us right
now. How he just like bangs out music so effortlessly, and like his shit sounds good too, and he's got that like I don't know. His voice just sounds different from a lot of people, just naturally.
Yeah, I mean that's the perfect way to grow because like when you sound unique, it just gets people's attention.
Yeah, 100%.
And then who else? I know there's another Edmonton producer. His name's STG. I don't know if you know about him.
I don't know if I've heard of him, but I might have to check him out.
He's I think he's 19, something like that. He just got produced on Dirk's album, Smoking and Thinking.
Damn.
With a few people. And then I think I know one other Edmonton producer. I'm trying to think what his name is.
There was one kid, I think his name was Benji or something.
Yeah, Love Benji. Yeah.
I tried to hit him up. I never got a response from him. But yeah, I can't remember who he produced for, but he's got a plaque, I think.
Yeah, he got shit with Moneybag Yo.
Moneybag Yo, that's right.
Yeah. I think Edmonton as a whole is growing for sure, at least in like the creative side. It has been pretty dry, but I think as like people are doing it now, people are seeing that shit, they want to get involved as well.
Yeah, it's cool to see kind of, I mean, at least it's nice to see that it's kind of starting to turn around for like your group of friends. I'm 23, so I'm not that much older, but
yeah,
like my group of people at least like my school and where I went to school, if kids were making music, kids were doing YouTube, like I was always trying to do like YouTube shit. And like people just didn't, there was no support for that or no love for that or anything. So it's good to see that like at least kids are trying to get into it more. They feel a little more confident. I don't know if that's because they're getting more support or they just don't give a fuck, which is also a good way to go about it because that should hold you back if you care too much. Oh shit, there's a Spider-Man on us.
I think he's hella close.
Bro, this guy's flying around. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to shoot this?
Oh, he's on me.
How the fuck do I?
Oh, fuck, man.
Bro, I'm so bad at this game now. Where is he? Yeah.
Nice.
Suck a bitch. Oh, what? You can pick people up now?
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one.
I'm probably dead here. I'm not gonna lie.
You're chilling. Hide in this corner. You just came in the... Wait. Nah, I don't know where the fuck you went. Yeah, I like that.
Probably gonna wait for me right here.
Oh yeah, he's outside.
Might have to leave you there.
Yeah, you're good. How did you start to get your first placements and stuff? Like, are you just from those collabing with people and that was, they were landing your stuff? And second place for first placement, game, not bad.
Yeah, not bad. My first placement was with Fredo Bang. Because like everyone told me, oh, if you want to reach like the big artists, reach out to the people underneath them and then like try and connect through that.
Yeah, it's a good way to. Yeah, I turned all that shit down. How do you personally, when you were reaching out to people trying to like work and like find people to work with the bigger artists and stuff, how did you personally go about like reaching out to them? Because I know like there's a certain way to do it. I know even sometimes people like approach me for like interviews and stuff, and I'm not trying to sound like an ego because I'm not big by any means, but there's just like a way to do it and like being respectful instead of just like, you know, let me work with you. Like, you need to work with me essentially.
Yeah. When I was reaching out to these guys, like when I was trying to get a hold of Fatal Bang, I was just like not saying much. Like these guys just want beats. They don't want to talk to you about anything else. So like I just say, hey, what's your email for beats? Blah blah blah. They respond. They don't. And then like I think at least with him, I sent like a bunch of beats. Didn't hear nothing. Usually you don't even hear anything from these people. And then like they did a remix or some shit where he hopped on it. And I kind of consider it my first like placement.
Yeah.
So like, but I don't really go that route anymore. We're trying to work with the people kind of underneath the big guy because like it's just a pain in the ass, especially if you're trying to get paid and stuff. Like these guys don't give a fuck. They're just like, oh, like you're not big enough, you're not a big enough producer, there's no, like, don't ask me for money, I'll like ruin your whole career. Like, they say stupid shit like that all the time.
Yeah.
Because they're like, they kind of act like they're the big artist even though they're not, and then they get quite an ego when you're trying to deal with them.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, bro, I had literally tweeted that last night, that the amount of egos and shit in music.
Oh yeah,
the scene is ridiculous, bro. Like, if people just actually just think how many more placements and like just like how much more successful people would be if they were just like willing to work with people and not be such dickheads about some of that stuff.
It's 100% true, man. Like, even and I think honestly, producers got bigger egos than anybody else. Like,
yeah,
when you like are locked in with an artist and like, you know, you can run shit up with them, you just think you're fucking like fucking superhero at that point. And like, the way people act, it's just, it actually pisses me off so much, because like, the only way you're gonna be able to build and network is if you're given opportunities to other people. But like, when you act all Hollywood just because you fucking
100%, and you're not, your sound or whatever you want to call it is not, it's not always gonna be like the sound. So you may be on top now, but you always got to be elevating with, I don't know, the new generation or the up and comings, because those are the people that are bringing up the youth, and those are the people that know what's next, or what they're really setting the trend, what is going to be next. So those are the people that you got to, I'm gonna say necessarily cater to, but you definitely got to be aware of it for sure.
Yeah.
And you shut that down because your ego or whatever, then you're missing out on the whole next wave of artists, producers, everything.
Bro, and the amount of times, and I'm gonna be honest, I've done this myself. Like, somebody hits you up, they got nothing going on. Like, it's kind of like, it doesn't make sense for me to like spend time to work with them or even answer them. But then you see like a month later, these guys are up doing something crazy.
Yeah. I understand that too, because you can't entertain everyone, but as long as you're not entirely closed off to it, and like you're still respectful about it, like you said, some people are just assholes about it, or it's like, you gotta pay me like $1,000 or something stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah. So how would you actually close the deal on your NBA Youngboy stuff? How did that actually come to be?
For the first one, for Walking Dead, I think it was like, bro, I'm gonna tell you this, from like April 2020, like probably when I started, probably March. Like, I really took music serious March 2020, kind of when quarantine hit.
Yeah.
From that date up until September 5th, something like that. I don't know why I remember the date specifically, but I would literally make 3 to 4 Youngboy melodies a day. And like, to be honest, now that I listen to them, they all sound the fucking same. But like, I was making that shit every single day and then sending them to like all these Youngboy producers, like Hitman and BJ Beats and guys like that.
Yeah.
And then I remember BJ was in LA, I think, and he just went live. He was in one of the studios there, and he went live, and he's like sent some samples. So I sent a pack. I heard him making a beat on one of them, and like, back then, like, I'd get so excited when I hear like a producer like that using my samples. Like, I get all excited. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get a Youngboy placement.
Yeah.
Shit like that. And then so he used one of this, like, I sent probably 3 samples. He used one of the samples. I heard him making it on live, and then I think about a week later, I think it was September 5th, I was in Calgary actually on like a family trip. We are gonna go to Lake Louise and shit.
Yeah.
And there's a guy up here. We're in Calgary, and like, I wake up and he had DM me saying, yo, we got on with Youngboy. And like, that was my biggest goal when I started producing, as I kind of told you.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, like, it's actually happening. But then it started to set in that like, Youngboy records probably like 500 songs a month. Like, what are the odds that my song's gonna drop? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I started stressing, like, oh my god, when is he gonna drop my shit? And then that day when BJ had told me that we got one, I remember, because I had also locked in. I've been trying to lock in with Youngboy's engineer Jason. I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't think it was the guy on your Instagram page. I was kind of creeping your shit to know what to ask
his
you guys.
Instagram is like Jason G or some shit.
Yeah.
I think that's what his Instagram was. So like back then, I had found out about him like kind of way before most of the people did, because now that everyone knows he recorded Youngboy, that guy is famous. Like he got like Youngboy had posted something with like tagging him, and this guy got like 100K followers in like a day. Like it was just nuts.
Damn.
So that day when BJ had told me, I remember he had, like, Jason had put on his story something like send beats, and I texted him, and he's like, yeah, we're running through your packs right now. I cut you a record with BJ this morning, and I was like, holy shit, yeah, I heard about that. And then he's like, yeah, Youngboy's going live right now, and my phone was at like fucking 5%, and we're in the mountains with no reception.
So nervous, yeah.
Bro, and I see NBA Youngboy is going live, and I was like, holy shit, he's gonna play our fucking song, and he's playing it, and as he like plays the first like 30 seconds of it, my fucking phone dies.
Tough.
And I'm like freaking out, man. Like
you
I can't even tell you what I was
to
feeling.
find a charger or what?
I took my dad's phone, logged into my Instagram on his phone, and I was like, and everyone's like, because everyone recorded the snippet, everyone's like tagging me and shit. I'm like, holy crap. So that happened, and then like, I think that was September. I did not, like, he had previewed it on live like a few more times, and everyone's saying, oh, if he previews your shit on live more than once, he's gonna drop it. And I'm like, I don't know. And then I think it was November 9th or some shit, like two months later, he like posted like at like 10 p.m. our time, like, oh, I'm dropping a tape tonight. I'm like, oh shit, maybe I'm on here. And like I started stressing out. And then like it didn't even drop at midnight, like when it's supposed to drop.
Yeah.
The shit was delayed, and it was like probably like 12:30, 1 o'clock. I'm just like watching a Nelk video on YouTube or some shit.
Yeah. And
then like everyone starts tagging me like, oh, new Youngboy out produced by me and BJ, and I'm like, holy shit, like it actually dropped.
That's gotta feel good.
So that shit, bro, that feeling, like, surprise drop. I didn't get paperwork for it beforehand or anything. I had no clue it was dropping. Like, I started sweating, bro. I was shaking, like, I was freaking the fuck out when that happened.
Yeah, if they didn't clear that before it dropped, how did that work for your side? Because I know that's like, I mean, shit. There's producers. Shit drops without getting cleared first. There's a lot of producers that, I mean, you pretty much got free reign of what you're charging on that shit, because you take that to court. That's kind of how it goes for some of that stuff, and that it fucks up records and stuff, because sometimes people get too greedy. But at the same time, shit, you gotta, like, I mean, really, realistically, they should be clearing that before they're dropping it.
Yeah. Because Youngboy's team, they be dropping shit on YouTube before, like, they put it on all platforms.
Yeah.
And if the song's on YouTube, they technically don't need to clear it, like, with paperwork, until they put it on all platforms or whatever. So, these guys are like, immediately, because I have an admin deal with Create. I don't know if you know who Carl is or Create Music. It's like a admin company. They be doing shit for, like, they collect your YouTube royalties and shit for producers.
Right.
So, like, as soon as that shit dropped, I just texted them. I said, hey, like, I produce on this shit, and I didn't get paperwork yet. And they're able to claim at least the YouTube video, so that whatever.
You get your royalties, yeah.
Exactly, from YouTube. And then probably within a week, they had sent paperwork so that they could officially drop it on Apple Music and all that shit.
Right.
So, but, like, I know for independent artists and shit, like, if you don't get paperwork and they drop something, you're never getting paperwork.
Yeah, that's. I mean, you can't. It's not worth it to, like, go after anybody, even if it came down to that for, like, a small independent artist, because they just don't, like, there's nothing to go after them, and you'll spend more time screwing around trying to get your money.
But if it's ever like and I'm not gonna say guaranteed every time, but like 99% of the time for a signed artist, you're gonna get paperwork for whatever you produce and they drop. Like I've never really seen like a major placement with no paperwork.
Yeah, most of the time they're pretty good, because you know, like, I mean, like I said, bro, once that shit comes out from a major artist, a lot of the producers can just charge whatever the fuck they want, because they know they got you by the nuts then.
Bro, and when an artist drops shit with, like, a music video too, like, let's just say they record a music video and you know that they recorded a music video before they actually drop the whole thing. If you know that they record a music video, like, and they put all that money into the song, you can kind of
leverage that, because they've already put so much money into it. Yeah. Because
if you ask for an extra couple thousand, I mean, they're not gonna get rid of the whole song just because you asked for a little bit more if they've already fucking made a music video and all that shit.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a good thing to do. But yeah, if an artist drops without paying you first, like especially a signed artist, then definitely you can kind of demand whatever you kind of want.
Yeah.
Usually you'll get it. Yeah.
So you got music on the full time now that you got your attention with the Youngboy stuff. You got people looking at you. Are you signed up? Are you doing music full time, or are you still working part time?
So I quit my job at Adidas in, I think, maybe a year and a half ago. I also used to work at a restaurant, and then I was like, this was probably about 2 years ago as well. I was like a prep cook, and I was opening a can of tomato sauce, and I fucking like grabbed it like kind of like this and like ripped the lid off.
Yeah.
And I was wearing gloves, and the shit slipped, and it sliced like right through my pinky. So like if you look at my pinky right now, it's stuck like that because I cut my tendon.
Cut your tendons?
Yeah. So like I stopped working at a restaurant after that, and then I that's kind of also when I started really trying to work with FL, because like I was just doing nothing. And then probably about a year and a half ago, I quit Adidas, and I've been doing music full time. Only because though, like the placements, I could not quit off of just placements.
These wolves are trying to eat me. What the hell?
I just gotta run away from them. I couldn't like fully quit a job off placements yet, because like, I'm just not at that level. But because I've been doing like the whole like loop kits and shit like that,
making some side
it's
money.
Definitely it's definitely been able to allow me to quit my job and really work on this. But I'm also in school as well right now.
What are you taking?
I'm in at U of A. I'm taking business right now.
Bro, chill.
But I hate school so much.
Bro, I feel you 100%.
Shit as soon as possible.
100%. I just not about that whole lifestyle of go to school, like, you know, do the traditional, go to school, get your job, do this, die. Like, trying to do something that I actually want to do, something that's fun, something that not everybody does, whether that be my YouTube or music or whatever. But
I mean, personally, bro, I think like honestly, whatever you put your mind to, I mean, it sounds pretty like a lot of people say this shit, but like if you really put the work in, there's it's almost guaranteed you're gonna be able to at least live off of what you enjoy to do.
100%. Yeah. That shit. Like even just over the last year, just taking it like my YouTube a little bit more serious, and like even my beats and stuff have gotten so much better, and just like the connections that I've been making with people, like I got some stuff in the background coming up hopefully, but when you really actually like put your mind to it and think about it, and it is really hard to like someone that hasn't been in that situation and had to do it. It does sound like corny and like weird to tell someone like that to do it, but you really do understand it if you're the person in that situation or have to be doing that shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. It's just like I know a lot of people like they be trying something that they think they could do for a living, like one of their hobbies for like maybe a year, and like even then they get really demotivated because they don't see any results. But you just gotta stick to that shit. As cliche as that sounds, like
oh shit.
The only way I got to where I was is just like every day doing the same thing, and like a bunch of times Youngboy had dropped another album and I wasn't on that shit, and like I got pissed off about it, but it didn't make me quit or anything. Like I just worked even harder just to keep trying to get something like that. And then I seen that pay off when he dropped his recent mixtape. Like I went from sending this guy probably fucking 500 beats a month just trying to get something with him to then his engineer, like I built a really good relationship with him, and I'm able to get 2 on his recent project. Like that shit I could have never dreamed of, but I did it because I just kept working.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I tell people this too. Like, you think about, I mean, I fucking hate school, but like, think about how long you go to school. If you go to school for 12 years, and then you go to school for like another like 2 to 7 years, to be whatever else you're gonna be, and shit, you're still not good at it. At least I wasn't. Like, that's like 20 years of schooling, and you're still not, quote unquote, the best at school, if you want to put it in that terms.
Yeah, nah, I feel you.
This fucking Spider-Man fool.
We gotta move here.
We do gotta move.
I might just actually fuck. We gotta go down. We're gonna die if we try and fucking jump off.
Yep,
this shit.
I see that. I kind of fucked us up here.
Oh, no. I don't know what to do here.
Oh shit! Got most of the way down. Use this quick. It's crazy you talked about your attendance too. In school, I'm so stupid. In school, in like construction class in 7th grade,
Yeah.
I fucking sliced my hand open on a saw.
Jeez.
Cut my my tendons on my one hand. 2 or 3 of my tendons.
Oh shit.
I had a couple 10-hour surgeries. Plastic surgery in my hand.
Yeah.
So I know all too well what that was like sitting at home. That shit takes a long time to heal too. For tendons and stuff, I had like months of physio and shit after. And
Yeah.
that shit sucked.
I remember like I never really somewhere right in front of like, oh shit, there's 2 guys. Like, I've never injured myself like that before. I've never really broken a bone or nothing, but like I saw the cut and I was like, what the fuck? Like I thought it was my bone that I cut, like chopped in half.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, no, I couldn't see shit in my hand. It was just a big hole of fucking blood, and
I think we're fucked.
yeah, we're
Maybe
lucky.
just hide in here. I'm just gonna block this shit off.
Yeah. What do your parents think about the whole music thing? They're okay with it as long as you're going to school still, or what?
Yeah, exactly. Like they don't really understand how this shit works. Like when it comes to like the money that you can make in this shit, or like just dude, it's so hard to multitask. In this
Yeah,
game.
now you're good.
This guy's building a whole fucking Eiffel Tower around.
He's building a fucking Mona Lisa.
Yeah, they're supportive
Bro.
as long as I'm in school.
Get his ass.
Oh my god.
You good? Take your time.
I'm dead. There's no way I'm gonna survive this.
Chilling. He's picking his boy up. You're good, do you?
Oh,
He's coming in.
what the heck?
Bro.
What can I build?
You got this?
Oh
Bro, you're
shit.
getting pinched now.
I'm gonna Spider-Man out of here. I'm gonna try
Do it.
to. Oh, I'm dead.
Shit.
Oh my god.
They might fight up there. There was 2 teams. You might be chilling. Oh shit. Chilling.
Fuck, what'd you ask me? My parents?
Yeah, we were talking about your parents and what their thoughts on the music was.
Yeah. As long as I'm in school and they don't really understand like the whole process of how I do shit. And like my parents are very old school with the fact that like a degree is always safe, which I mean kinda true, but I mean as time goes on, people are making money just fucking making sounds in their mic like ASMR and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I think school is becoming less and less important, but I do understand that, like, especially in music, nothing's guaranteed. So it's probably wise that I get my degree just in
Backup
case.
plan, yeah.
Yeah.
100%. That was kind of my goal too. Is I went to Nate just to like take the shortest program that I could,
Yeah.
just to get banging out of the way, and then it's kind of a backup. Then I can really focus on this like YouTube music stuff. Did you get any crazy crazy deals or anything come up to you that you can talk about after that whole thing? Or are you still...
I haven't been offered anything crazy or any like big pub deals or shit like that. And I mean, at the moment, because I do like the loop kits and shit like that, I'm not really too focused on. I can't aim.
Chilling. While they're fighting each other.
Yeah, like I'm not too big on like advances and shit and trying to make like get a big payout or something because it's not worth it for me right now.
Yeah.
But definitely, if you're, what the fuck? That guy went flying. Oh wait, I need some shield. Not shield. I need a med kit. Let me try and clutch this out.
Yeah, do it. Let's see it. No, you're doing really good. A lot of people like get too invested in the game. They get too invested in the questions, and you're chilling. Two other people.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I'm dead.
Got this. I'm building. One v one.
Oh fuck. I don't want to choke this.
We've had on the podcast. We've had one Warzone win. This is the first time I ever played Fortnite. So like this will be the second.
Oh, bro.
Oh, and he dies in the storm. He throws. You're good.
Back-to-back second place.
That is.
Jeez, we gotta win one.
We'll go. We'll run one more.
All right.
A bit of time. What? Who's the coolest person you got to work with? I'm sure I know your answer already, but who's the coolest person you got to work with, just through the music stuff?
Like production-wise or artist?
Whoever you felt was like, shit. I would have never thought that like this would have happened. This would have been it. Never thought I'd be in this moment.
I don't know. I mean, maybe like. I mean, when I started off, like I heard Cash Money AP's tag everywhere, and I was like, "Oh shit, this guy's crazy." And then eventually, I was able to lock in with him. So maybe working with Cash Money AP, or I don't know if you know who Forever Rolling is. He's like, you know who ESTG is, like the artist.
Yeah.
He's like his like main producer, and he produced a bunch of shit for like Dirk, Lil Baby, Lil Durk, 42 Doug.
Where?
He's like a really, really big name. He's going crazy, and I was just able to lock in with him just by not even trying to like have a combo with him, just sending him my samples. He emailed me back randomly one time, "Oh, like I fuck with these," and then we're just locking in like that.
Word.
Probably producer wise, those guys, and then artists, Youngboy, Roddy Rich. Like I think last year, in December, I was able to lock in with his A&R and like manager Kifa.
Word fire. It's a bit of a stretch for me, but I was trying to get an interview with Kifa because I sent him a message, but never heard back on him. He's a little, I think, out of my reach, but rapid fire. Even me, like I got his phone number, everything, because at one point like they were really fucking with the shit I was sending, and like he was calling me and stuff. But I mean, after they had dropped Live Life Fast, I haven't heard from him since. Did you have anything on that?
No. No, I got like 3 or 4 cuts with Roddy, but none of them made the album. So.
Oh, weird. Yeah, Roddy trapped me fire.
The amount of unreleased, like I know I'm not the only producer that has to deal with that type of shit, but like when you stack these unreleased songs that like they could go so crazy, the shit is so annoying.
Yeah, I kind of get it because it's like, I mean, it's gotta be hard as an artist. Like you got hundreds, thousands of songs. Like, where do you fucking... I mean, and shit, they can all be fire, but where do you draw the line, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Someone's on me. What the fuck is this kid? Like, you look at all the producers and stuff that work with Juice WRLD, that guy had thousands.
Yeah.
Thousands of joints. And, I mean, shit, most of that shit's not gonna come out ever now.
I think a bunch of people have been leaking this shit.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of it'll come out, but no one's gonna get their payments or anything and stuff for that. And I know it's not really about that after he died and shit, but
yeah,
still, as a producer, especially someone that's like up and coming, you land something like that, you're like, all right, and then it never comes out. That shit, just kick in the nuts. Nice, good shit. Oh shit, I got in a car. Yeah, what about, you got a dream collab? Anyone that you want to work with that you haven't?
Definitely Murder Beats.
Fire.
Who else? Oh, like Boy Wonder, Cardo, those type of guys. And then like there's like a bunch of sample makers I want to collab with, like Desiree. I don't even know who Desiree is.
I actually think I do. It sounds familiar.
The amount of songs that guy has done for like songs that like I would listen to every day, and I had no clue who produced it. And you find out he's the one who produced it. Like, he's going so crazy with the samples.
Yeah,
he got like the whole like setup with all the synths and shit in the studio. It just looks so beautiful.
Word, yeah. That's... Shit, what the fuck is he gonna say now? Give me this bitch. What is this, harpoon gun? Bro, they got so much new shit in here since I played. I don't even know what's... Oh, this is like... You grapple with this thing? Oh, you pull them. I see. I see.
So you say you've been making beats for about a year now?
I would say about a year. I'd say like my first one I probably made like maybe 2 years ago, but like I made one, watched like a YouTube video on like kind of how to do it, and then like never did it again for after that. And I'd probably say like January I kind of like started to actually like do it more consistently and take it serious.
You've been focusing more on samples, like sample making?
Yeah, mainly sample making, but I have been trying to improve my drums because, I mean, anytime you can round yourself out as anything, whether it be producing or obviously going to take you further.
I definitely think for like new producers, just in general, sample making is the best way to go.
Yeah, definitely to network and like get stuff out too, because you can send it to 6-10 people.
A lot of people be like, I'm sure you've seen like discussion about people BCCing like to fucking 5,000 people all their loops. Like sending their loop packs and shit. But and I've seen so many producers that complain like, oh, they want exclusive loops,
but
all that shit. It's like if I'm working with you based off an email and like I don't really have a relationship with you, like what makes you think I'm about to fucking spend an extra like 5 hours a day making samples just for you that you might not even open?
Yeah, exactly. Like if you want to be exclusive, we got to be locked in. You got to be like, I mean, shit, you got to be using that shit, because I'm not gonna, like you said, there's no point in making shit that someone ain't gonna use.
Yeah.
Or they might use. When I can.
But I also like, I don't agree with people. What's it called? Like sending fucking emails to like 5,000 people. Like,
yeah, that's
buying carbon coffee.
Yeah,
it's a little extreme, but
shit, I just fucked my.
I felt too there. But like what I do, bro, because I don't, unless I'm locked in with you and you ask me for like an exclusive pack, I'm not sending exclusive loops. I'll just like, I don't BCC. I just individually email to everybody.
Yeah.
So that's definitely like a tip for other producers if you want to, because I'm not going to limit myself and only send to fucking 2 people.
Yeah, 100%. Why should you?
Yeah. So like if you're trying to just, but if you want it to kind of seem a bit more exclusive, you definitely just like email the packs individually. makes people think you're sending it straight to them, and usually there's no problem after that.
Yeah. How do you feel about like posting shit in like Discords and stuff for like up and coming people?
Yeah, I think that's definitely a good idea. Good way to network. Because a lot of these big producers have their own Discords, and it's probably the easiest to get a hold of them through there than to fucking DM them.
Yeah, 100%.
It all depends. Just like when a producer that you're trying to work with, you got to make it so easy for them to hear your samples, but you also don't want to be like too pushy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, there's like a right way.
Place, right time. Yeah.
There's a right way to like interact with people and be like, yo, like if you want to work, I'll work, and like, you know, listen to this, but don't like, you know, if they don't rock with the first back, don't like spam their email after, or like, bro, he's gonna run my ass over.
Huh.
Nice, good shit.
I don't know where his teammate is.
I think he was still down there, but bro, why isn't he dying? What the fuck? Why am I not getting?
Yeah, what the heck?
Is he bugged out? Did
Well,
he just leave
I think he left the
or
game.
Something?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. With sample making, it's all about first impressions.
Yeah, you gotta send like crazy shit.
If you rush your samples and you just want to quickly work with somebody, like they hear one bad sample, they're not opening your pack going forward.
Yeah, you gotta have.
Same with beats.
It's a fine line. You gotta be like ready and prepared, so that you can like send shit to people. But you gotta have the right shit, because if you mess up that first opportunity,
yeah, exactly,
you might not get another one. Shit, we gotta taking this launch pad. What do you got for goals for yourself? You got any goals you want to accomplish in the next couple years in the producing game, or?
Definitely by the end of this year, hopefully at least go gold. I think I've got that covered with the Youngboy placements.
Word, that'd be tight.
Platinum, definitely. I guess probably maybe by the end of 2023. Grammy sometime in my career. That I don't know if you've seen like these guys that are posting the little medal they fucking get from the Grammys. That shit looks so beautiful.
Yeah, the little fucking horn thing or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, no, that'd be fire.
And definitely just like my website and my Luke kit sales and all that shit. Like I just want to keep growing that, because even when I was a kid, I used to resell shoes. I was into like
hustler, yeah,
fucking landscaping, all that type of shit. So like seeing that like I'm able to make a product fairly easy just because of like how much work I put into it, and just sell it successfully on a website, shit like that. It's just that's probably my favorite part so far of the whole music thing that I'm doing.
Yeah. You run into anything where people bought samples on your? Do you chart, like, obviously you do royalties for your samples? Yeah.
Yeah, I never do royalty free type shit. It's always like you gotta, if there's a placement, we gotta split it.
Yeah. You ever run into anything where people used samples from online or something that didn't got placed with anyone major or anything that didn't get cleared?
Nothing major. I've had, like, you know who SAUCEYBEATS is?
Yeah.
This one producer used my sample, didn't want to tell me nothing, like, and then I finally get a hold of him like 2 weeks after the shit dropped, and he want to say like,
bro, I'm trash.
I was trying to get a hold of you, blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, like when I make my samples, I put my name on every sample, so like you can search me up on Instagram and find me in fucking 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So like I don't believe none of that shit. And then like when I'm trying to like say, okay, well, I need to get paid for this type of shit, like he's like, nah, bro, just like give me your publishing info. We'll just do splits. Like people like that, it's just so annoying to deal with people like that, because they think a lot of people are stupid when it comes to placements and the business side of the shit. But like, if you get a lawyer and you know what you're doing, it's so easy to call out bullshit from some of these producers.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead.
Bro, I got no fucking ammo. I'm trying to. Find some shit. Oh shit, I'm getting fucked up.
Damn.
Bro, I got no... What the fuck's the door in this joint? Oh, the storm too? I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
Just moving hella fast.
They're all in front of me. Yeah, I'm dead as fuck.
Hide behind the little rock here.
There might be people fucking behind me still. What does the tent do?
If you go in it, it'll give you health. Just throw it down like right near you here.
Shit.
Well, maybe you can't put it in water.
Bro.
The heck?
I'm
It's not letting you put it down?
There you go. Kept like... No way, that's... Oh, good. Alright. Well, let's see, I'm just checking my sheet to see if I got anything else for you, but I think we got most of it covered. You got any plans with the N2S group? You guys working with each other, or you guys got any big plans that you wanna give a little sauce for the people? A little hidden gem?
I think we might try and do like a little mixtape with everybody on it. And then I think Olu just dropped a song. YWN Olu. He's one of the guys in the group. I think he just dropped a song like a few days ago. I know DK, or I think his artist name is Blanco something. He's dropping I think middle of April, and then I think Tommy got some music coming out too. I don't really know. It's not like any like official plans. I know those guys are going to Miami for Rolling Loud this summer.
Fire.
So I don't know if they're gonna shoot some content out there. I think there's a few guys that are also gonna do some YouTube type shit as well in the group.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, I got a couple rapid fire questions. They're just fun ones to wrap it up and just rip them off the top.
Yeah. No problem.
Go to chocolate bar.
Go to chocolate bar.
Yeah.
Probably Crunchy.
Celebrity crush.
Probably Margot Robbie.
Best Call of Duty of all time.
Modern Warfare 3.
Debatable. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Is cereal soup?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd
Right.
say so.
Fire. That's what's up. If you want to plug anything, talk your shit, and then wrap it.
Just follow me on Instagram at Saucy Beats. If you're trying to get some work in, DM me. I'm always checking my DMs. Always needing samples for different people. That's pretty much it. I don't think I got anything else to say.
Check out the sample packs. We're fire.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thanks for having me on, bro.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Hear a lot of niggas talking, they ain't really body. Better watch what you say. I ain't got no time for the games on play. Niggas say they want it, they ain't doing what it take. Little nigga, you in the way. Yeah, got a shawty calling me on FaceTime. Little baby, you know that I'm racing to you. Put your love in my hands, maybe you know I won't do you like that.